I'm so excited for this fight. But unfortunately, I really like both guys. But someone's going to have to lose, and most likely they're going to be taking a nap inside the cage. Whoever loses, so it's really unfortunate because I really like both guys. I think Derrick Lewis is awesome. I love Chris Daukaus, really awesome stand-up guy. I love Derrick Lewis's comeback story. Chris Daukaus, a very honorable man, Philadelphia police officer. And also, I respect him because he's a small guy and he's fighting big heavyweights, kind of like Fedor. Um, with his really quick hands. I mean, the guy's a couple pounds from cutting down to 205 and fighting at 205. I mean, what is he weighing in at? He weighed in at 235 this time, but usually it's like 231, 235. I know, Jan Blachowicz is like 220. So really it's only a couple pounds. And Chris Daukaus could lose a little bit more, and he could be, but I have seen his progression. He's gotten more and more fit as the fights have gone on. Now he's a full-time fighter, so you can see that. I think now the reason he went up a little bit of weight is he probably gained a little bit of muscle because he's been probably training more. And yeah, I'm excited for this. So I actually have money on Chris Daukaus. I grabbed him pretty early at minus 140. I'm actually surprised that the odds have. I thought the odds were really going to increase a lot on Chris Daukaus. I thought he'd be like a minus 200 favorite, so I thought I'd grab him early. But I was wrong. I mean, a lot of people are saying that for Chris Daukaus, it's a big step up in competition. They don't know if he's going to be able to handle it. I think that Chris Daukaus has all the skills to beat Lewis. He has super quick hands. He has that finisher's mentality. He does have knockout power in his hands. He has very nice grappling and jiu-jitsu, which a lot of people said he hasn't gone to it, but he always can. And he may want to. The only thing is that Derrick Lewis has that big eraser, as Teddy Atlas says, and if he makes one mistake, Chris Daukaus, he's going to be out. And, he's going to be out brutally. I mean, Derrick Lewis, when he knocks out people, it's brutal. Like against Curtis Blades, I actually had money on Derrick Lewis. I grabbed him like plus 300, plus 400, some insane number. I remember screaming at TV when Derrick Lewis won. But man, when he hit Curtis Blades those extra two times, and like Curtis was like moaning afterwards, I mean, that was really terrible to see. And I get that, your job is to keep hitting the guy until the ref pulls you off. I don't know if Herb Dean could have been a little quicker. I honestly, I don't know what to say, but it's a very dangerous. I mean, usually it's kind of sad to see Derrick knocked out because he usually gets knocked out pretty bad, and Chris Daukaus, but if Derrick Lewis knocks people out, it's even worse. Chris Daukaus has been looking amazing. I think he's riding like a 5 or 6 fight winning streak, something like a 3 or 4 fight winning streak in the UFC. He started out, on 8 days' notice coming in, knocking out Parker Porter. He was actually the dog there. And he hasn't really been a big favorite in a few fights, I think, because he's a small heavyweight. But so there's always really not a good opportunity to make money on him. Lewis, the problem with betting on Lewis in this sort of scenario is you're just hoping for that eraser because you know that Chris Daukaus is going to be winning the majority of the fight. So you're hoping that Derrick catches him once. And is it worth only getting paid plus 110 or something like that just for that puncher's chance? And again, mind you, saying a puncher's chance for Derrick Lewis, it's a lot bigger. I mean, clearly he has really nice timing. I mean, the way he caught Curtis Blades with that uppercut, I mean, it was beautiful. And, and it would just like, when he hit Curtis, it looked like he hit him with a sledgehammer, man. It was crazy. I mean, he just kind of he froze for a second and fell to the side. And, but I think that Chris Daukaus, now that he's going to be training full time, I think he's, way up there. Like the most exciting fighters for me on the heavyweight division, and the heavyweight division is awesome. Again, before there wasn't really much going on, but now, I love Cyril Gane. I love Chris Daukaus. I love Tom Aspinall. I even love Alexander Romanov. The Hulk, or not the Beast, or whatever they call him. I like Juan Espino. There's a lot of guys I really like in the heavyweight division. So I'm actually really excited to see this, and exciting to see a small guy with fast hands. Kind of reminds me similar to a Fedor having success at that weight class. You don't have to be like a behemoth of a man. And as Chris Daukaus gets more fit, we'll see what happens. Maybe he's going to get even lighter. Who knows? I mean, it's possible also that he may lose fat and gain muscle, so he might stay the same weight. But I do think Chris Daukaus gets it done. most likely inside the distance, but I mean he could just play it smart and not point him. So I don't know if I would pick a manner of victory. I think just minus 140 or minus 145, whatever the odds are now, it's not bad. Um, Chris Daukaus looks good, and I'm excited to see this fight. Yep. Thanks everyone. Please like and subscribe.